Hey kids, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Dad. I'm Dad and we're cooking. Well, actually not yet, but today I'm gonna show you how to bake chocolate chip cookies. So I do have a dad joke for you. So the brownie told the vanilla wafer he was crazy. I'm not crazy, the wafer said. I'm just a little cookie. Cookie. So anyway, let's get started. First thing we're gonna do though is preheat the oven to 375. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I've got 2 1/4 cups flour in here, and then I have a teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in here. A cup of butter, then we need 3/4 cup of sugar, and then I have 3/4 cup of brown sugar. So you need 1 egg, and you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then you'll need 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then I like nuts, and they say to use coarsely chopped nuts. I like to have bigger chunk nuts in my cookies, so that's what we're gonna do there. So anyway, I'll start adding all this stuff together. Okay, like I've talked about before, you usually want to combine your dry ingredients together to make sure that they get good and mixed, because if you added your baking soda kind of with the wet ingredients, it might not get mixed properly. So it's good to add this together. We're gonna add this with the flour. This is your salt and your baking soda, okay? So we're gonna add that and kind of sprinkle it around, okay? And then I'm actually gonna mix the sugar, the 2 sugars over in this bowl, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix this together, right? Just make sure that baking soda and salt gets mixed in good with the flour. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna mix these 2 together. I mean, this is critical, but you don't have to make sure these are perfect because they're both sugar. Okay. Now we're gonna add this butter. Let me go ahead and mix the rest of this up. Okay. Do this for about a minute, probably take you about a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my egg. And then we'll add that teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Now we can add our flour. Okay. And this is how I mix too. You have a fork, right? See, I think I have a fork. Can't even really see it. But I just kind of push the dough through it. Okay. Like that. There we go. Now we can add this. Okay. You got that? And then, like I said, I like to have my nuts, see how they're not finely chopped, right? And these are just walnuts. Okay. There you go. Okay. Oh, my oven's ready to go. So I usually try to get about that much, and then you just put it down. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just like that. Okay. So that's all there is to it. Like I said, you can use a spoon if you want, but you got the rough idea of how big you want them, right? And you just got to space them out to make sure that they don't run into each other, right? And you want to put it in there for 8 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in. Looking good. Okay. And put these in. That's amazing. I think that's a first for me. Where I actually did them right where they came out. This one might be a little, I fudged it a little bit. This one's a little bit small, but really, you almost always come out with 24 and then 6, so it hardly ever comes out where it says 3 dozen and you actually get pretty much 3 dozen cookies. So pretty cool. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you. Thanks for watching and God bless you. Hey kids. Nice to see you again. So today I'm going to show you how to make these cinnamon rolls. What do you call the same thing as a cinnamon roll? A synonym roll. So anyway, let's get started. If you've not yet found these yet, somebody showed them to me a few years ago, and they're a great substitute for going to the trouble of actually making homemade cinnamon rolls. They're called Rhodes cinnamon rolls, and they're just in your freezer section. And they come with a dozen cinnamon rolls, and then they also come with the icing. Okay, so you just take that icing out, and you take the take them out, they just look like mini cinnamon rolls, right? Because they haven't risen yet. So you're going to want to spray a pan. And you want to get a pan big enough that can accommodate 12 rolls, right? So here we go. Get them equidistant apart. Okay, so we spray that pan. We put those in there, and then you just need a piece of plastic wrap, okay, to go over the top. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to put that on, and then I actually need to spray this. You want to spray it with some cooking oil, okay, and just flip that over like so, so that when they rise, they don't stick to it, okay. There you go, something like that. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them in the fridge for about 8 hours. And then in the morning, when I come back, I'm sure they're not going to be completely risen, but I'll show you that in the morning. Okay, so here we are the next morning, and that's what they look like. See, they haven't really risen. So now we're just going to set them out and let them set for an hour or two. Just keep an eye on them because they really need to double in size before we cook them. So there we go. Just going to set those down and we'll come back. So I'm going to take that off, and you can see how they rose. And so now I'm just going to preheat my oven to 350. And once that's preheated, we'll throw those in. Nice. You get these icing packets, and they have a little tip on them. So you just cut that, and then we'll spread that all around. Okay, so that's about all there is to it, right? I mean, that's a nice, makes you look like a professional. Anyway, yep, I hope this was helpful for you. Thanks for watching, and God bless you. Hey kids, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to make pumpkin bread. Did you hear about the guy that moved into a pumpkin? Yeah, he had to move out because it was just too seedy. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We need all these ingredients. It's quite a bit, but it'll go fairly quick for you, so don't stress on that. All right, so let me get the pumpkin going. Okay, so I just cut it in half like that, and then I'm gonna scoop all that out, put a little bit of water in this pan, and then I'm gonna throw it in a 350 oven for about 30 minutes, okay? Okay, and I'll just set that face down in that water. Okay, and we'll put it in a 350 oven for about 30 minutes. Okay, so I just removed these from the oven. There, so you can see what that looks like, right? So we're just gonna scrape that out of there, and then we wanna let it cool off. Okay, so if we're gonna go ahead and scoop this out of here, you just wanna use your oven mitt and grab a hold of it. Or you're gonna scrape it in here. This is probably gonna be more than a cup. That's okay. We'll just have a little extra pumpkin. Okay, so let's take a look at that real quick. See that? It's a nice, good texture that you wouldn't get from a can. Okay. Well, let's just let that cool for a little bit. All right, so while that's cooling down, we're just gonna go ahead and add our ingredients. So we're gonna do our flour. We're gonna put it in our bowl here. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and add our baking powder. Kind of spread it around, make your life easier. And go ahead and add our cinnamon. Okay, and our salt, baking soda. And now I'm gonna add my nutmeg. And then we're gonna add our cloves. Okay, go ahead and add my sugar. Okay, so it's cooled down enough. We're good. I actually ended up putting in a little bit of an ice bath. I just put a pan with some ice in it and some water underneath it and just set it there for 5 minutes just to speed things up. Didn't have any room in my fridge, so had to do something else. So let's go ahead and add the milk to here. Good. Then we'll add our butter, or it's actually margarine. Here, I softened this a little bit, and then the eggs. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in. I'll add this in here. Mix that up good. This is how I like the nuts. So I chopped them a little bit. I don't like whole, right, whole big chunks, but I do like pretty big chunks, right? Okay, there we go. We should go ahead and spray this. And scoop this guy into here. All right, so let's throw it in there. Put it on the medium middle rack, right? We're gonna put it in there, and we're gonna set the timer for 60 minutes. Okay, so just pulled it out of the oven. When you pull it out of the oven, you stick it with a toothpick. You stick a toothpick in, and then just make sure it comes out clean to make sure that it's cooked. And that was for 60 minutes, and that was perfect for my oven. So, all right, I hope this was helpful for you. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.